Well, once again, from the top of the Gratu Orloff International Building of Trade here in Gratuville, Tennessee, it's the Gratu Orloff Show, brought to you in color and in pain from the seventh floor, second room, seventh floor, up high, agony, big giant lump right about there, center top of my right shoulder blade, causing agony, pain here also. I was watching an old show from late July. I had the same pain. Kind of went away a little bit. Now it's coming back in full. Tried to start a show this morning. Tried to soak in a bath, Epsom salts. Nothing works. My wife was trying to massage this lump out. I may have to go to a chiropractor or some kind of scum. So let's see what's going on here in the chat room, which is very difficult to do because I'm right-handed. Let me see if I can manipulate it with my left hand. God damn it. So let's see what we got here. Nothing works. Of course it doesn't. The Wi-Fi is terrible here. Is Gratu here? I'm here. Come on. This doesn't work at all. Ridiculous. And then also I'm here. Let's see what people are saying while they're waiting for me to appear. The Wi-Fi is just terrible. It's a cold day here, August 21st, 2021, in the year of our Lord. Just got in from the cold snow. Fucker. Having a wonderful day. Being in a... God damn, that's huge. The fucking bulge is huge on my back. So... Why does nothing work? I have two people watching. Here, I don't know if things would work. It's working. God. Doing well. Come on. Well, we're here to see comic books, right? Fucking shit. Oh. I got some of these bags for Treasury editions. There are, how many are in here? A 100 bags. I don't even know if there are 100 Treasury editions that were made. So I'll use the extras to store oversized things. Try opening something when you're in extreme pain. It doesn't work well. Tell you what, I'm gonna go out of this stream and come back and see if that improves my Wi-Fi. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Nothing's working. How do I fix this? I think I need to stand up. Damn it. Don't worry, the entertainment and content will begin soon. By the way, it's Gratu Orloff. And look, entertaining content. It's the greatest content you've ever seen. God damn it. In YouTube history. One moment. We're taking down the CCP here on Radio Gratu, Stereo Radio, Gratuville. Okay. Knot in the back that is probably caused by looking forward at a phone for long periods of time, or possibly posture. I don't know. I got to get to this chiropractor. It's going to cost me like $35 on a Monday. Okay, so one of the last times we were here, we were bagging and boarding Treasury editions. Marvel called them Treasury editions. DC called them, I don't know, collector's editions or something. But early 70s to the 80s, they were kind of a thing. I don't think idiots collect these much. I mean, old timers do, but modern idiots don't collect them because I don't think you can really speculate with them, which is all they care about. They aren't key issues necessarily. And you can't send them off to get them graded, which is all they care about, right? But they present the art on a big scale, almost probably original art scale. So they're really cool and they're great. But some people may disagree with me on that. Oh, God. Let's see what these people in the chat are saying. Maybe this will work now. Oh, man. My computer's not plugged in now. So, interesting things going on. Can't think of any. There's going to be a giant Trump rally at about 6 o'clock this evening in Alabama. I want to make sure that this stream doesn't go way too long because I want to watch that. I also need to take my wife over to get her new glasses. And that shithole closes, I think, at 6. Yeah, it shows I'm not getting any bars of Wi-Fi. Well, there's a bar of Wi-Fi now. Why is the Wi-Fi so shitty? We pay for it. Will treasury bags... Let's look at the comments now. Maybe they'll... God damn, it just hurts just to use this hand. Okay. Graphic Man says, Gratitude tells me through a super secret communicator badge. You should be arriving in about half an hour from now. Yes, I've arrived. 2:30 Eastern. That would be 1:30 Central. I guess I was almost on time. This has been the Graphic Man official alert service. Hail Graphics. Gotcha. So, I may not get to see much of it. My son is taking me to a ball game in Cincinnati today, and I'll have to leave in a bit. And I said, give me 17 minutes, 42 seconds. That's what you call precise. Sounds like a good time slot. Probably great weather for it, too. Thanks, Zombo. It will be. These father-son hangouts are few and far between, so it's always a good day regardless. Zombo. Hello, Zombo the Judge. Hello, Graphic Man. Okay, looks like the internet's starting to work okay now. Hello, everyone in Gratuville, all points east and Radio Free Europe. Hey, Meyer. Hey, Meyer. Howdy, fellas. It's all smoke and fog here as far as I can see, which isn't far in San Francisco. Yeah, restarting might have helped. Paulo asks what's going on, and Graphic Man says Will treasury bags fit old record albums? I can check here in a second. I don't think they're wide enough. Howdy, Gratu and gang, what's happening? Hey guys. Gratu's having technical issues. I have to get dinner anyway. Yeah, he's in Portugal, so he's way ahead of us. I'll be back in 90 minutes if you're still going on. Oh, God damn. Ah. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks. Eat heartily. Oh, God. Okie dokie. Hey there, G-Man. Cool looking robot there behind you, Gratu. Oh, she's a ranger. I'm just come on. Yup. Love the treasure editions. Graphic Man says, I love treasure editions. Love to see more Silver Age get put into them, but will never happen. Hi, Meyer. Hi, Doc. Oh, Basil's here. You're in more pain today. My Wi-Fi is shitty too, and I'm in the belly of the beast. Makes no sense. Huh. Okay. So I'll be moving like Frankenstein today, probably. And probably. Okay, what's the next thing that hasn't been bagged and boarded? Why, it's my childhood copy of The House of Mystery. On the back, if I was to go to a printer, make a copy of this, because I wouldn't want to cut out the original, is a wonderful diorama. Wow, this hurts. Anyway, it's The House of Mystery, presented in a large format. So, if you want to come on, the address copy is this. It's this address. Just click on it in the chat. Oh, this is stupid. Supposed to. I learned this from Man Bear Pig. You do this first, and then this. It actually works. Wow. Shazam, the world's mightiest mortal. Also, these cutout dioramas on the back. Looks a lot like a Mego box, doesn't it? Oh, it's just. And so you've got actual reprints from the Golden Age in here, reprinted in a giant format. Ugh. Okay. There's somebody on YouTube that puts these TV show cartoon themes in an endless loop. I've got to pick up some of those treasury bags soon. I didn't think of it, and I just got home from my LCS. Does your local comic shop, do they have these? Because I have not ever seen many shops that carry these. All this gosh darn pain has made me forget about our sponsor, 007 Cologne. Little squirt will do you. But watch out, the spies will all pursue you. And of course, Fang, the breakfast drink for vampires. Okay. So, I guess nobody wants to come on as a guest this fine Saturday afternoon. I tried to do a stream this morning and it got hung. I was playing some cartoons while I soaked in Epsom salts, and I thought I'll play about a couple hours of cartoons and I'll come on, and it got hung up on some commercial, and it was just a black screen for about 20 minutes. So I tried to come in and fix it, and I decided just to delete the stream. I actually made it private, so if you see some video and it says you can't look at it, that's why. Here's this Batman limited collector's edition. Let's see what people are saying. Yes, my LCS carries a ton of comic supplies, including these new comic bags, which are close to being Mylars. I love them. Oh, cool. Oh, man. Oh, God. Shit. Oh. I'm having trouble sleeping at night because of this pain, and anything I do with my right hand is difficult. I don't think most comic stores carry supplies for treasury editions. My Eric Brain showed 3 cool books that came out last Wednesday, and none of those were carried by my local comic store. So I'm not getting the cool stuff. These treasury editions, I don't know what they go for now. Oh, Graphic Man's in town here. Hey, Graphic Man.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Good. I'm using a new laptop, and it took me a while to get everything figured out on how to run it.
Oh, well, it sounds really good. What kind of laptop is it?
It's an HP. I don't know much about them. My sweet looking. My employer got it for me.
Oh,
They every 5 years they give you a gift, and
Oh, that's cool. So it's your personal
yeah,
property. It's not
yeah.
just
In lieu of raises, they I work for a nonprofit, so
uh-huh.
which it shows around here. And I wasn't going to bug you, but you seem to be in a lot of pain, and
No, I appreciate someone coming on. So it's so it's not just me groaning. Let's see. It's got the cheetah. It's all reprints of Mr. Mixius Patulk or Mr. Mixius Petalik or whoever tells you to pronounce it. There's
I always called him that annoying guy.
Catwoman.
Oh, looks good.
I hear that Batmite was almost the main big baddie in the movie that just came out, The Suicide Squad. That his original idea was to have Batmite be the big villain at the end, but instead it was Starro.
And if he'd have done that, then people would have been going through the back issues trying to find all the Batmite, which they've ignored for years.
Yeah, yeah. There's Superman saluting the bicentennial.
That's too patriotic for these days.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one that's Superman's barely in it. I was mixed up. It wasn't the Captain America one. It was there was a Captain America one and a Superman one. And I couldn't remember which one. It just Superman's like in his Fortress of Solitude, and he's showing you a video, and then it just, a few more panels, and then it just all reprints, I think, of Tomahawk. But Captain America was actually all new Jack Kirby art for the bicentennial. I was just thinking about 1976 this morning. There was interesting. I remember all the big hubbub about the swine flu, and then that just went away. And I saw a 60 Minutes report from a few years after that happened, and they were talking to the guy that was in charge of the government's big rollout campaign for all of that, and they had a commercial on television that had all these different celebrities that had gotten this thing, and they said President Ford and Muhammad Ali and Mary Tyler Moore, and they talked to the guy in charge of all of that, and he says, "Well, I know President Ford had it, but apparently they were just making it all up." They talked to Mary Tyler Moore, and she says, "No, my doctor thought it might be a good idea, but I said no." And so they were just completely bald-faced lying about that. But anyway, this is the Batman Collector's Edition with the Ra's al Ghul story. Oh, it's a 2-page.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing that
Wraparound cover.
Yeah. It's amazing that Neil Adams is back doing Batman stories, and just nobody cares. But the stories, I flipped through those comics, and it's like Batman shooting people with guns, and it's real bloody, and it's real obvious that he's a great artist, but he shouldn't be doing the writing. Neil Adams. So I guess no one cares, or maybe people don't care just because younger people don't know about the artists from the past. Is the best of DC.
I seldom see that. That's awesome.
Oh, it's also a wraparound cover. Yeah, I seldom see any Treasury editions. A couple of times, I'll be in Half Price Books, and well, that was weird. I'll be in Half Price Books, and there'll be some will show up, but it's story. I don't know where this first appeared. Dirty Job. But what I was saying is just seeing this page all of a sudden appear with the crucifixion. I was thinking, what story is that from? So apparently, let's see where that was first printed.
By the way, do you have the DC edition of the Bible with Moses on the cover?
No, I remember that coming out, but I didn't get that. That's all Joe Kubert art, right? I
I've
think.
got scans of it somewhere. I don't have the real thing. In the chat, Dr. Silver Age was saying a lot of these treasuries go for about $15 to $40.
That's what I was thinking.
Last Saturday on, Eric Breen loves that auction thing that goes on every Saturday. The guy that runs that auction, he has Superman versus Spider-Man, and then he has the part 2 where Superman and Spider-Man are fighting the parasite or something. And a guy offered him $200, $100 each for both of them, and he turned it down. And I don't blame him, because you hardly see those. I have Superman versus Spider-Man, and I don't know I'd take anything for it. Once you have them, you kind of want to keep them.
Yeah,
I've got the Howard the Duck. Anybody wants to buy that from me, I'll be glad to take $100 for it. But
well, I have Howard the Duck. I don't think I have Superman versus Spider-Man, and I remember seeing it. And I don't remember why I didn't get it. If it was the price, or maybe I thought it was. So I have this one, which is supposed to be high dollar. These are probably all the people that the government was lying that supposedly had the swine flu shot. But supposedly he had it. I don't think he did. But this is Neil Adams claims this is his greatest work. I mean, it is pretty spectacular. Just kind of there's Adam Strange. There's an Adam Strange TV show coming out, I just heard, called Strange Adventures, but I think he just kind of hosts it.
Hey, I know you're hurting, but can you change the logo to Milton Bradley or Donald Trump?
Shit! Sorry.
It looks like I'm having a thought balloon, and those are my thoughts up there.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I didn't even know that was there. I did change that because I was in pain and the internet wasn't working. That is actually why I changed it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Brett Fink.
It just looked like a word balloon.
No, I'm sorry. Right out of my I really didn't realize that was above your head. No, I don't think I have Superman versus. The one I have that's really rare is that first Rudolph. That's supposed to be really high dollar. But this is the first time I've ever bagged and boarded these things. For years, I had them sitting flat, and that's how I stored them. This is just Batman reprints. It's good. But I think what I'll do with the extra ones is I know when I ordered issues of the Monster Times from Lone Star Comics, they sent them in treasury bags and boards because I guess they didn't want to damage them in a magazine bag because some of them are slightly bigger, and I think I may just put all my Monster Times into these bags just because I got 100 of them and I didn't need that. The one I got before, I was able to do all the Marvel ones, and I just needed a few more, but I had no choice but to buy 100. But I think there's enough magazines I have that are oversized, Life magazines. We'll see if Life fits. Someone was telling me, maybe it was you, that Life doesn't fit.
I was asking about the record album.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try. Here's something that's larger than a Treasury edition. It's We Fly for the Navy. Boy, this would make a cool poster.
Yeah.
It's a coloring book from World War II. I don't even remember where I got it. Some kid colored it slightly. Yeah, I should. Well, let's see if it fits. Just an experiment. It looks like, well, the board seems to fit. Let's see if the bag does. So, wow, we got 9 people watching. I guess that's cool. I don't know. I'm not looking at the comments. Is anyone in the Oh, look, it looks like it's fitting.
Oh, good.
So these oversized coloring books, this is something for them, I guess. I don't know if it's going to actually, it won't, it's not going to go, the flap won't go up and over, but at least it's,
yeah,
most protection. Of it. It's too tall. I have these in a milk crate standing up, and because they don't have backing boards, they're starting to sag, which was my concern. Now, there was an old man that came in.
Oh, yeah.
He had the first issue of Superman, and he bought it at a antique store, and he swore it was real. And I said, "Is it about the size of a Life magazine?" He says, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Well, I tried to explain to him it wasn't real." He said he'd had it appraised.
Every comic store needs what you have in your hands right now as, something to show a guy.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that don't know, this is printed with a slick cover. It's got a cardboard wraparound cover that you can just easily pull off. And inside it's printed exactly as the original edition. And a comic from the 70s is going to, if it's stored badly, see that is a little bit of browning at the bottom of the inside cover. But if you put this in an attic, it might develop enough age that you might fool someone into thinking it's 70, 80 years old. But the size is obviously too large, and they figured that when they printed this, that only an idiot would think that a comic this big is real. But apparently some people have been fooled over the years. But anyway, that guy was like positive, and I said, "Well, you can bring it in." But he said he had all these Marvel comics from the 60s, and his age was, he was the right age that he would have had really good stuff. I said, "Well, that's the stuff you need to bring in." And he said, "Oh, I will." But he never brought it in because he was thinking this was going to be his big ticket thing. But yeah, I even showed him on the internet. What else do I have here? For Free Comic Book Day, these millennials that are there on days I'm not there at this shop decided they would decorate the windows of the front of this old stop and go 7-Eleven type building that houses the comic store. And so they put up posters that are a giant poster of Superman, Christopher Reeve flying, promoting the 1978 soundtrack album. They put up, and there's all these burglar bars. And so they had to snake through the burglar bars, get the poster through, and tape it there. And I'm saying that poster could be worth a couple $100. I don't have any idea what it's worth, but that was for record stores in 1978 to display for the soundtrack. There can't be a lot of them out there. And then below it, they had the poster. I don't think it's that valuable, that came with the Star Wars 1977 soundtrack that unfolded and had the Death Star battle scene. And it was really cool. Ralph McQuarrie art with the Y-wings and everything. That nobody ever draws Y-wings. People kind of forget they even existed. I think these new Disney movies don't even remember about the Y-wings. But anyway, this is what made me think of that. This is a Treasury edition. This is more of a magazine, like these magazines that come out now that they say are magazines, but are just like history things. This isn't really comics. It's just about,
most of the time you'll find the back cover is almost as good as the front cover. And you kind of wish you had two of everything so you could just kind of put them on the wall.
Yeah, well, what Silver Age Dave did is I think he got a beat up one so he could build the Batman diorama from the Batman one that I don't have. And he built that, but I think if you just find a good copy shop that could print on cardboard, you can make these dioramas. There's a really good picture, full page Sergio Aragona's haunted house picture in that House of Mystery, but I didn't show it because I was in so much pain. It's not hurting as much right now, but there's a big knot. It just, I think that if a chiropractor could get it out. This is also the first issue of Wonder Woman, done the same way, actually, or is it? No, they didn't do it this way. The people had started to already rip people off, so DC did not reprint the cover. It goes to the inside page. So this is the reprint of the front cover, and then they reprint so you can't.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean it's you kind of have to do it, I guess. They reprint all the extra comics in there. Yeah. Wow. So what else? Well, there's a bunch of other magazines over there I probably should sleeve. And I got a whole box of comics I can show too, but I need to kind of watch the time because 2:30.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got to leave enough time to take my wife to get glasses.
That's sweet.
Let's see. Does this one actually reprints the inside cover? This must have been earlier than the Wonder Woman one. So I don't have these in chronological order. That's actually the back cover. Do you have many of these, Graphic Man?
I think I have Superman is flying a little boy on his back near the Empire or the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I don't have that. That's
and I've got a few of the Marvels. What I really want to get my hands on is the Hulk Marvel Treasury, where he's busting through the wall, and then the other one I think is a reprinting where he fights Doctor Doom.
Okay, I think I have the one that you're talking about is got a red cover, right?
Yeah, I'm sure Dr. Silveridge has those because they're Hulk.
I thought I had that. Let's see, Savage Tales. That was a real early one, wasn't it? Like the first, like the third or fourth one.
They're all ancient to me. Anything from my childhood is ancient.
Oh yeah,
that's what my son tells me.
Right. Yeah, that's the word they were using to describe. I don't think maybe I don't have that. I've got this one that looks like the opening credits of the Bill Bixby show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought maybe I'm mixing it up with. I thought it had a red cover with him bursting through.
It's red behind him, and the brick wall may be a dark blue or something.
Oh, maybe I don't have that. I mean, they were expensive at the time.
Yeah.
It don't seem like it now.
And when you were a kid, I mean, who's going to spend $1.50 on that?
Yeah, I mean, this is not my childhood copy because it wouldn't be in this kind of condition, but I treated them nicer.
In the chat, Dr. Silverage says he's got one of those Hulks. Apparently there's 3 of them.
Huh. Yeah. It's just I don't see these appear much. They used to have a box of these at Duncanville Books, and then it disappeared. And I asked, well, where's the box of Treasury editions that used to be here, and one employee didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know what Treasury editions were, and then another employee said, "Oh yeah, that's on the back of the truck. They were packed up to take to a convention." And then I kept hearing that story and thinking, how long have these things been cooking in the back of a truck or a van? And I saw the owner in there about a month ago, and he said they're probably at the back of the warehouse now. And so this is something I got later, so it's not in very good condition.
And because they're so big, they were hard to take care of.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I mean, they really were.
And I always thought the Marvels looked a little better. The cover, I don't know what it was. Maybe the DCs kind of looked a little dull.
Yeah, the Marvels, the one thing is most of them had a square binding.
Yeah.
So you could put them on a shelf and you could see the words, because I would always have these stacked sideways, and so I could see what they were from looking at the stack, but not the DC ones. So oh, I do have that Batman one. I didn't think I had this. It's
yeah.
At some point I bought this. Yeah, this is what Silver Age Dave built, and it looks really spectacular.
I never had Treasury bags. If we'd get something in the mail that they had wrapped up in a big bag, and I would look at it and I go, "Hey, that might fit." So I always used to use just things from other oversized projects.
I did see a while back, maybe about a year ago, AFTA Comics was showing how Life magazine bags would work, and then you were saying that doesn't work, but maybe it just depends on the brand you get.
Is that from 76?
Probably, because that's when
the cartoon was like 76.
Well, 75 December, January 75, 76. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's got Alex Toth art.
Excellent.
Yeah, there was but inside it's actually 60s Justice League reprints. It just had a little bit of yeah.
Hey, Dr. Silverage in the chat tells us there were 5 treasuries of the Hulk.
I wouldn't be surprised, because
he was a good seller for him in the 70s.
Yeah, the TV show, most of those are probably from the era of the TV show, because they merchandised the heck out of that. They even sold a Hulk utility belt, which I thought was funny. Okay. That may be the end of those, but now, will these work? Here's the inventor, basically, of the cell phone, Hedy Lamarr. So, this beautiful movie magazine from June of '44. So let me see if I bet it may or it may not. It may just be a tad too big. And then I have a Ringling Brothers circus program that might just fit too. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, that's just like a millimeter or whatever they call it to small, big. Let's see. Oh, what is this?
I'm betting a record album is also about a half inch too big.
Yeah, this is frameable posters from Dave Stevens, and I think it's just slightly too big too. It's really meant to be taken apart. Yeah, it's too big. It's made to be taken apart and hung up and framed. And then buffering this box, I've got these things I got from a Militaria store back years ago. From different. There's the ad for the Olympics in Germany.
Wow, goodness!
And then this thing this is from Life, September 14th, 42. They're making fun of the Nazis with all these weird, grotesque images.
I like the frog with the sword.
Where was that?
Oh, you're almost there. Yeah, go up a little bit more. No, I mean go all the way down.
Down.
There he is.
Oh,
He's got a shield. Wow, looks like he means business.
Yeah, Joe Biden can use them when for his re-election campaign.
Boy, that's a mess going on, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know
man,
we don't want to get into that too much, but boy, all that junk going on over there is a mess.
This looks like the color got bleached out of it. I remember it, but it hasn't been exposed. This is from Fortune, December of 41. So this is like within days after Pearl Harbor. But I remember this being darker, but it hasn't been exposed to any sunlight. Maybe maybe that's the way it was. This is from June 12th, 41. How to hit an enemy plane at 5 miles. It's a Western Electric ad. But these things,
we might need to know that.
Things that I eventually intended to, frame. They're just in here kind of buffering things. The Ringling Brothers thing. Yeah, I think this will fit. This looks kind of 70s. I don't know where I got it from. It's kind of terrifying looking. So, yeah, it fits. Now I've got a lot more bags and boards, so shit. I got this many more boards. But can I get from here to there? That's the question. I'll attempt it.
We have another fossil in the audience. Eric Breen's here.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Anything cool being said in the comments? Because really, for me to click on a comment and hold it there for a second.
I've been trying to read them to you. Not too much. Yeah, like when Dr. Silver Age said there was 5 Hulk treasuries, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Meyer and Basil both enjoyed your World War II coloring book.
Oh, I got a lot more World War II stuff. I forgot. I mean, there was a military shop a few blocks from here for many years, run by this old retired Marine and his wife, and he was always selling old World War II posters and memorabilia and stuff. Let's see what I got here. Okay, so were you saying Life magazines were too big or the opposite?
I don't know about that. That was something I guess somebody mentioned on AFTA's channel or something.
Okay, because let's see if Police Gazette will fit. Hitler is alive. His marriage to Eva Braun, their fake suicide and escape from Berlin. This is from December of what year? Damn, 54, I think. Or was it? God, my eyes are getting bad. It's just such a friendly. It looks so friendly there.
That reminds me, even Stan Lee got in on the act because the original hate monger showing up in Fantastic Four number 20, they unmask him and it's Hitler.
Yeah.
But then Reed Richards says, well, we can't be sure because he had many doubles and we'll never know for sure.
Right.
What a weird story.
That issue of National Lampoon from about 1974 where they got someone somewhere that looked exactly like Hitler, and they just had him suntanning on some island beach and with these native curls. It was insane, and it was a cover story. It's a little too big, so that's a bust. And speaking of bust, will this fit?
Good.
Issue of Pix.
Did that racket have any strings?
No, it doesn't actually. I didn't realize that.
So you can get the better view, I guess.
Homosexuals are home wreckers. New bodies for old. Okay, I think it'll fit. I'm thinking it'll fit. Sherry North, who was she?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking of Dennis the Menace J. North. It just Sherry North. I was thinking she was in some movie. There's a lot of times you'll see like Tina Louise and people that later became well known for other reasons than posing in these magazines. Yeah, this one's gonna go in. So it's good for girly magazines. So that's now the question is, will Esquire fit?
In the chat, your wife wants you to ask Siri how many doubles Hitler had, and the other guys are chatting amongst themselves.
Okay. Well, when Trump released all that those Kennedy papers from the FBI or CIA, there was some papers about Hitler being in South America, just like everyone always used to rumor. So there was like confirmation that very well might have happened, because they never found any body because supposedly the Russians burned it, but it looks like it's fitting. Cool. So the Treasury editions are Esquire size. So Esquire fits. So here's another issue of Esquire. So Esquire was basically the prototype, but far cleaner, of Playboy, basically. And all Hugh Hefner did was just add a little bit more nudity, but that's a February 1950 issue here. Let's see. It should fit if that other one did. And then I've got an issue of Show magazine with Ian Fleming's last interview from the 60s. And the question is, will that? Of course, then I've got to come up with tape and start shutting these bags. How many does it show how many people are watching? 12. Yeah. I don't think you can see that. I think only I can see that.
No, not on my screen. 12
is pretty good. I was watching something last night. There were about seemed like about 20 people talking. What is that big show on Friday night? It's called Friday Night Tights.
Oh, yeah. Nerdrotic.
Yeah, there are a lot of people on there. This one seems a little too, like it's just not, just a hair too big. I don't think this one is going to fit. This is a very 60s looking thing. But it has Ian Fleming's last interview. Let me see. What fit? Try. But anyway, yeah, they had a lot of people on there. Okay, here's Amazing Detective Cases. Will it fit? Don't think so.
Where did you get that one?
Oh, man, heck if I remember. I'm buying this kind of stuff for years because I've always been into I've always been buying all kinds of stuff like this over the years. Oh, it's fitting. So these girly and detective magazines seem like they do fit. And this is April 71, Official Detective Stories, Greenwich Village Drug Orgy.
Good night.
Look at the wallpaper behind her. She was at Walgreens getting her free.
Evidently.
Imagine hanging that up in a Walgreens right next to where they sign up. Will it fit? I think it will.
And don't mistake my laughter for making fun of it.
No, it's just so lurid. You can't.
Yeah.
and so 70s looking with the 60s, kind of acid wallpaper. Looks like it's fitting. But I don't want to. No, man, it may be too tight. It's going to buckle it. This next one, I think, was something Eric Breen was showing on your stream a couple of weeks ago. And I was saying, I have a treasury version of that. But man, I feel really bad on those live streams because I think I'm way behind, and I feel like when I finish talking, there's like no response, like no one heard me. And then when I do talk, I realize I'm talking over people because I'm on a lag.
Right. It seemed like you were using your old phone again.
It was just
the month of May.
It's my laptop, and I think that it's I'm getting bad Wi-Fi lately.
Oh.
I tried restarting everything this morning. It's this. This is the Treasury edition size. It's Whitman, $1. It was put out.
Yes.
When,
and yours is in fantastic shape too. Look at that back cover.
Well, he had an original 60s comic. This is from 76 when they released the Jessica Lange movie. So this is not original from the 60s when they first did this as a comic.
I should make that into a poster. I should just go ahead and do it. I just don't have enough walls.
Yeah, that's why you get a bigger house. Did Cleo send you that picture of that house?
She may have. Let me double check.
She sent a text to
I've
you,
got an old
and then
phone.
it showed up on my phone. She accidentally sent it to me, and then she apologized to me. I said, I didn't even notice it. Okay, here's the big test. Here's Life magazine, the Thunderball issue. Will it fit?
Sweet.
I'm not thinking it will. Life magazine is too big. So so the question is, will Life magazine bags fit Treasury editions? They should, because this is too big for a Treasury. Therefore, if if a bag is built for this than it should fit Treasury editions. So I'm not going to be able to fit these Life magazines in there. Here's Raquel Welch when she did Kansas City Bomber. I got a bunch of Life magazines, but it doesn't look like they're going to get sleeved. Not today. I got a few, let's see what else is over here that might be smaller. Because I don't know when I'm going to be able to get more of these bags, because they were the last they had, and their stores aren't able to get new bags and boards. There's a huge nationwide shortage. So if your local stores have bags and boards, you need to be getting them.
Speaking of which, I prefer Mylar, and I know it costs more, but they look just so sweet. And when you get your regular bags, I don't know if anyone can tell on the camera. You see this big crease through the middle? Well, I fear that's going to show up on each individual bag that I got. And the lovely people that sent that to me decided to fold this in half and cram it in this bag instead of just leaving it flat. So I hope that they remain flat and don't have this big crease in the middle of them, because that's why I buy new bags, so they don't have all these wrinkles in them. I know I probably sound like I'm nitpicking, but
right.
And that's because you can't find them in any store. So I got to order online. But there's no way to write to them on Amazon, and you can specify, please send these flattened with cardboard on both sides and all that. But if I ever find a seller that knows how to do it right, I will give you a lot of free plugs. Like they care for the 100 or 200 people that might see it. But they're comic book guys that watch my channel, so.
Okay, so I will get out the Monster Times and start bagging and boarding them at a later time. So now I guess I'll show some comics.
It's 10 till 3 o'clock. I don't know what time you want to.
Yeah, well, I think I need to. I could stay on for another couple hours but I don't know. Depends on the pain level. I feel like I sound like Dr. Smith. I think it's something that can be worked out very easily by a chiropractor, but okay, what should I do here? Here, I may want to move this computer back down here for this. Basil's saying plenty of product, no distributors because of the pandemic. I was thinking it was because the bags are made out of plastic, and plastic is made from oil. That was my theory. That way I could blame it on Biden for shutting down that oil pipeline, but
there's no China.
Yeah, something's up. I mean, anything Biden does is China, basically, because it's just paying his bills. But yeah, and
you heard how the Prime Minister of England couldn't get a hold of Biden for 36 hours.
Really?
He's one of our allies, one of our big allies. We probably got about 5 of those. England, France, Germany, Israel.
Yeah.
And you don't come to the phone for a day and a half.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could understand 5 or 6 hours. I get that. Anyway, I don't want to hurt your channel.
Well, Rachel Maddow is on MSNBC blaming everything that happened in Afghanistan on Trump, and Trump. She was playing at a rally not too long ago where he's saying that, well, he didn't want to leave Afghanistan, but I said it where he had no choice saying this. But I think, yeah, the point was to get out of there, but it's just a matter of how it's done.
Right.
As far as
no,
I'm sure
all these stuff behind. We're leaving behind UAVs, or unmanned air vehicles, drones, just incredible amounts of stuff. And they'll turn around and give that to Iran. Iran would love to find out our technology. It's just, this is either the worst incompetence, or there used to be starts with the letter T, but you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah. Let's see what yeah.
If we want to get back on nicer subjects, you need to see Dr. Silver Age's comment.
Let's see.
It's about 3 up.
Yeah, I see it. Gratu, did you send another stream all back that you don't or unable to get those new Vampirus Carmilla mags, also known as Warren S. Black and White mags? The local comic store does not carry them, as he's never heard of them. He told me to send him an email, which I've forgotten to do. I imagine if I went to the mall, which I don't like to do, that I would find them at, what is that big box bookstore, Barnes & Noble? Because it seems like I always saw what was the fake Creepy? Was it called the Creeps? I think they're about to change the name. So they're the same people. So they probably have it there. The problem with that store is they like to have people hang out there and read all the magazines and drink coffee, and all the magazines get worn. But yeah, I've never held the Vampirus magazine in my hand. I've never seen it in person. So what else do I have there? There's some stuff I picked up that I don't know. It just looked interesting, and it may turn out to be crappy. I don't know. So this is Young Monsters in Love. Just struck me as interesting, even though it's something new or relatively new. 80-page giant. I didn't pay $9.99 for it.
Good.
No, I just thought it would be fun to read.
It looks whimsical, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's some Frankenstein comic that DC started doing. People can tell me, is this garbage? Probably it is. Probably, definitely.
And Silver Age wonders if you want him to send you. He's got a #1 for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, but that would be wonderful. I'd love to look at it. Just give me your address and I'll send it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's shit. The cat knocked the light over. Yeah,
I can email him your address for you if you want.
Yeah, but I probably should have his email and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, you could send him the address, but then also send me Dr. Silver Age's email. I should have everybody's email. I never look at my email is the problem.
By the way, did you look at those posters?
Those posters.
Yeah, I sent you the graphic image.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't yet. I've been meaning to do that. The Yahoo mail, I can wait. You sent it to Yahoo. I can get to that on my phone. And no.
I sent you that Boris Karloff, the Mummy, and then there was a Robinson Crusoe on Mars. I thought that was a pretty interesting looking poster. I thought you might be interested. And I think there was one other, then a few of the that I made. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I will. What else do I have here? Is there anything of interest? The cat is doing crazy things. Well, I think for all these idiots that speculate, I think there's rumors that Kazar is coming to the movies or TV or something. So, whenever I find cheap Kazar comics that I don't have, I get them.
I never could get into that one. I liked his older books.
I don't know. I never read this particular
Yeah.
series.
I mean, it's probably okay. I just never could get into it.
Yeah. So, I've been picking up cheap things like Marvel Saga and Marvel Age that are cheap to get. Found a bunch of copies of Reagan's Raiders. Got those. This Fake House of Secrets.
Yeah.
I got that. Not getting any Peacemaker appearances, although the movie bombed. I think people that actually watch it are loving it, although some people just think it's insane and it's like it's on acid or something because they don't understand that it's based on comic books, and it's so when there's completely lunatic things happening, they can't, like people in costumes and things, they can't handle it. I've been picking up a lot of probably doubles, but I'm trying to fill out an All-Star Squadron collection because it's just a fun comic to read. So I don't have a lot of really spectacular stuff here. Let's see. And then the sequel to All-Star Squadron. At some point, people will realize that because people seem to really care about Todd McFarlane, that his first art appeared in Infinity Incorporated. And, just picking up some of those. Just because it's fun stuff to read. And at some point, they'll turn off the electricity and then I'll have something to read. At least during the daytime, I guess. What else? Apparently, this revival of Strange Tales is people are the price is starting to go up on these. I like Doctor Strange. I don't know much shit about Cloak and Dagger, but I think it's already there's a TV show of it, and I never watched it. But this is the wrong era, but it's just stuff that appealed to me at the time. And then got this Archie meets Batman 66 comic. What else? I thought I actually got something good. I remembered getting something good, but I guess I didn't. Let's see. I mean, by good, I mean like amazing. Wasn't someone showing Boris the Bear the other night on your stream? Wasn't something like a Batman one, or did I see that somewhere else?
I think that was Tom.
No, he showed him, but there was some recent thing I saw where there was a Batman Boris the Bear comic. I could have sworn. Anyway, I don't know. Found this Boris the Bear deal. Where did I see that? I don't know. Oh, I got this John Severin art. This must have been not long before he passed away. In this issue of Suicide Squad, which is just basically it's about the old Suicide Squad fighting dinosaurs, which and it's yeah, I think he did most of the art. Gosh darn this backdrop. Well, Pete the cat's getting comfortable here. On the coat that I just took off. There's Captain America 20 from the Ed Brubaker era that Eric Breen's was talking about. I got a couple of these DC zombie comics also. I don't know if these are this Eric Breen was saying these weren't bad. This looks like it was some free comic at some point. Oh, this is an early appearance of the Weasel, who's in the Suicide Squad movie. Or barely in the movie, but he first appeared in Firestorm. And this was the issue that came before the other Khazar I just showed, which I guess I put over here. Let's see, got some issues of Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Tales, Marvel Saga, Marvel Age. Some Sad Sacks. There's a mid-70s Doctor Strange. I wish good comics would show up.
Basil is asking, what was the Conan type character that everybody pronounces different? I think it began with the letter A, he says. I can't think of what he's talking about.
The first thing I'm thinking of is Eric, Son of Thunder, the Indian character that Roy Thomas wrote with his wife. But Conan type character. I think I used to pronounce Conan when I was a kid. Well, let me think. I'd have to.
The only one I can think of is, like you say Khazar, I say Khazar, but
yeah,
that's about the only guy I know that. And I always thought it was Shang-Chi Then I heard you say Shang-Chi.
I always thought it was Shang-Chi until the movie promotion, and apparently one of the commercials, they make a big deal out of him teaching this this Aquavelva girl or whatever her name. I think her name, she's named after a Aquafina or something. I guess she's some Asian comedian who's got some cool name named after a bottled water.
I was watching
it. Pronounced Shang-Chi, and I heard Kevin Feige pronouncing it Shang-Chi, so I figure it's Shang-Chi, but I don't know.
I saw a Jaguar car commercial. The announcer called it "Get the new Jaguar." What in the world?
Well, they pronounce it Jaguar.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Jaguar. That's how I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but it's just one of those things. Well,
yeah, but they also say advertisement when we say advertisement.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that maybe they're pronouncing it right, but it just sounds wrong to us. Like Genghis Khan is how it's always pronounced here, but it's apparently really Genghis Khan or something like that. Yeah. And so
to me, it will always be crevice, not crevasse.
Oh, I don't know about crevasse. I think I already have this from when it came out, but I like this character, Silver Sable, and it's one of those 90s covers, but 3D. It kind of looks kind of cool. I don't know.
Basil says it was because Kazar. So,
yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Kazar. I don't know how it's pronounced.
But that was the guy he was thinking about. So,
yeah,
we figured it out.
There's another Weasel appearance from Firestorm, which means nothing if you haven't seen the Suicide Squad movie. Probably nothing even if you have. I just picked up some Sad Sack comics. And then, man, I thought it's always when I think I have all this cool stuff, and then I look through it, and it's like I don't see anything that amazing. What is this thing? Oh, this is highly inappropriate. I got this book, but I can't really show the interior too much. Yeah, this is just some underground stuff. Kind of, it looks like it's some kind of attempt to do kind of like a Dick Tracy kind of underground stuff. Crime doesn't pay. Yeah, I'll figure out what that is. Oh, I need to see if those bags fit the Jim Steranko History of Comics. I have that in the other room. That's something I've been meaning to bag and board for a while. Oh, also these puzzles I have. Until I get those framed, I need protection for them. Let me go get those. Do you have anything you can entertain people with for a second? I can make you full screen, and maybe. Do you have any?
Yeah, don't be too long.
No, like when I say for a second, I mean about 2 minutes.
All right, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Well, hello everybody. A lot of baseball chatter going on in the bleachers, I see. And Basil, if you're still listening, it may be about 2 weeks from now, but I have I'm going to be doing a poster that has Basil Rathbone on it. So I'll be manipulating that, but I won't manipulate him or his character, Sherlock Holmes. So I think he has the link in the chat if anyone wants to come on. And let's see. You've all seen that. I will show my latest and greatest. Just about done with the whole run. Here is Rin Tin Tin number 5. Isn't he gorgeous, folks? And they always end the story on the back cover. The next to the last page will be in black and white. But then when you get to the back cover, it's back to color again. You know, you're all just glued to your seats here. Here's a map of Mexico. May come in handy sometimes if you're traveling. And this is from the year 1954. So that's Rin Tin Tin number 5. Let's see what else do we have nearby. Seldom seen. It's the Donald Duck You Paint the Story. Gratu's ratings are going to go through the roof after seeing this now. Back cover. And as you can see, you don't just use crayons, you have paints. And you would get out your watercolor. And here is the paint you would use. So part of it is already colored by the company, and then you can color the background characters. So they kind of help you out. So you're painting on this page, and then you flip back to the beginning and dab your brush on water onto the color you want, and turn back to the page you want to color again. So, and you have more paint in the back. That's the Donald Duck one. It's too bad Gratu is missing this. And here's a bag that hasn't been opened up in decades. So it probably needs it. I have a Mickey Mouse one. I guess these count as gold key, but they're golden books. Here's the Mickey Mouse. You Paint the Story. The back cover. The same setup. It's like my page is loose, but I've never used these. And you can write your name in the book because you helped to illustrate it. Well, maybe I did. I spoke wrongly. Looks like I, as a young child, I already covered or colored part of that. I'm sure the value will increase greatly once this is a Graphic Man original. Well, what do you know? So those are You Paint the Stories. Nice buffalo. King Donald. Oh, there's another one. Here's Fort Duckburg under attack by the Beagle Boys. They've stirred up the Native American population. So it's probably very historical. And you are thinking, I wish Gratu wouldn't leave.
I'm here. I'm back. Oh, shit. Fuck this.
There's a nice Charlton.
Cool.
I was trying to get somebody to join us. I don't think anyone did, though.
Well, it looks like the chat room is very interesting. Let's see. I think this is something too big for a magazine bag. Reading and library bulletin boards. This is like if you had if you were a librarian at a school in the 50s or 60s, these are like things you can put in the front display window. Science fiction, A View of Tomorrow. These are just ideas. That one looks kind of bad. AIDS. That later had a different meaning. Yeah, it's just...
Well, they first called it GRID, but then they changed it to AIDS.
Yeah. What was it that it used to be when... Wait, the thing that we're experiencing right now had a different name at the very beginning. I don't remember. I could have sworn it had a different name. It wasn't C and a 19. It was, it's like I can't even remember. It's been so long. But no, there was some other name they were using at the very beginning. I could have sworn. Yeah, it was some other name. Maybe someone in the chat remembers. And plus, it caused people to just fall over in the street. And remember, when did that change? But anyway, it's all these billboards. Get more smileage out of your next book. But anyway, it's just...
Yeah, read and drive.
Yeah, this is Civil War battles and leaders.
Oh, we can't talk about that.
Yeah, it's just they're really amazing. And
while you were gone, I showed these paint books with your own little paint. These watercolor paints in the front, and Greta says that she remembers painting from some of these.
Yeah, I remember those books.
I don't know if she remembers what she had.
Well, she was born in 78, so her memories are...
Mickey, Donald, Winnie the Pooh, Bugs Bunny, Porky, Tweety, and The Night Before Christmas. That was in this series. So,
cool. Yeah, I wonder if those paints still work. Not that you would try it. Okay, so let's see if that reading and library bulletin boards, I think it's going to work.
Oh, it has to.
Okay, now, world famous songs for guitar arranged by Mel Bay. Not that this is anything that spectacular. Well, it might be if I could play guitar. But I wind up with these things in my collection. I'm not sure how. This one's cool. Thundering guitars with the solid beat.
Wow.
That looks like a butt. There at the bottom, doesn't it? That looks kind of obscene. Like if you just have this, it looks a little obscene. So I don't know why I'm.
Well, the basic guitar shape kind of is. A little weird when you think about it.
Somebody had something on their mind when they did this. I don't know. Maybe not. I wonder if I could put up the sheet music if Basil could play this music on his guitar. I don't know if he reads. Basil, do you read guitar music? Some musicians don't. They know how to play guitar, but they don't read sheet music. Okay, here's a piece of original art from an old friend of mine that I used in that magazine I used to do, The Sophisticate. And he did.
You got me. Oh, excellent.
Jan from Space Ghost. He tended to draw the female form a little elongated, but he's kind of embarrassed. But yeah, this is actually original art from Joe Riley, 95. So I guess it should be framed. But until such a thing happens, who knows? Maybe we'll have more wall space soon. But it's going in here. So that's protection for that. Oh, this won't fit. Oh, I have more Treasury editions. I didn't know that. This is something I need to get framed, but I don't remember where I got this. It's a Frankenberry poster. Are these cereals in the stores now? We aren't Sam's Club members, but are they in the Walmarts now? There's supposed to be some cereal that's out called Monster Bash. Or
I don't know. Here at Graphic Man headquarters, we have plenty of this.
Well, it's supposed to have all the different mushrooms that were in all the different monster cereals all mixed together. Okay, so we have Action Comics #1 here. Not a childhood copy because I wouldn't have put all that spine wear on it. But
Dr. Silveredge said I had all these books right at the disposal. Now he's going to think I have breakfast cereals within reach as well.
Well, it is kind of Felix the cat liked the way you can. Everything is just within reach.
Sometimes I'm
not deck #7. Oh, you mean this? It's just like it's wild because it's like my friend Gerald. It's like, well, he's working on a radio. Oh, I think I have a tube for this in my van, and he'll go out and pull out a tube, just the right one needed for some 1954 radio or TV.
That day you were talking about Not Brand X, I had it right here, and now it's on the other side of the room. So right now I've got Sergeant Fury here. So I was just lucky. I'm lucking out.
This I think is too big. It's much bigger than Treasury Edition. It's a lot heavier because it's on heavy cardboard, and it's all Basil Wolverton stuff. And it's called Foo. I don't know what the hell that says. Foopagoop? Foop Goop Frolics. It's Foop Goop. That's what it says. But it's shit. Oh, this is from his Bible. You know, he did a Bible. I'm sure you know that, but it's horrible. Giant size, people dying after. But it's like this is like the size of his original art. I clearly it's about the size of and it's got sketches. I don't remember where I got this, but I've had it for years. But it definitely is not fitting.
That's too bad. It looked like it almost would.
No, it's much bigger. And then this is Eclipse put out this, and this is bigger, I think, than most Treasury editions. This is just a giant destruction fest. It's just nothing but fight scenes and sound effects and violence.
Would you go ahead while Basil's here? I want to show him a couple of guitars.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is not going to fit. See, this is the board, and where is it? No, see, it's too big for the board. $3:29 p.m. Central Time. I think if I wrap up by 4:30, I could get my wife to get her glasses, and we could be home in time to see the Donald Trump rally. They're supposed to have maybe 50,000 people there. There was a line to get in. It looked like Woodstock. But That's because he's far less popular than Biden. Okay, here's Super Friends Action Valentine Playbook for boys and girls. You're special. Special ed. But anyway, it's Valentine's. But will it fit a bag? I don't think so. See, it won't quite fit. Oh boy. I don't know if will it fit National Enquirer. No, but damn, these National Enquirers are great. Raquel Welch says, "I'm not the greatest actress, but there's just that's hilarious." National Enquirer once was a great magazine. This is from September of 1966. But it used to be a very gory magazine. They would have severed heads and very different from the magazine I remember my mom buying in the mid 70s. In the 60s, it was more gory. But I knew that because I'd read a Mad Magazine parody of National Enquirer that showed all this blood, and it was drawn by Al Jaffe. There's a 33-year-old Mamie Van Doren says, "I married a teenager, but he's all man." Oh, here's a classic one. Man eats dogs. He hammers pooches to death, chops them up, and boils them. This, I could have sworn
in North Korea story.
This issue was used as a prop in Pink Flamingos, the John Waters movie. This is from September 27, 1964. Okay, now to this book, which you guys might remember.
Oh, sweet.
Animated cartoons.
Yeah, my high school used that bulldog as their logo.
Right. Every school that has a bulldog steals from this book. I think Preston Blair, someone in the chat will probably tell me he was a Disney artist. I think I looked it up, and he is. It teaches you how to draw. And, of course, if you go to the bulldog page, and it shows every bulldog variation you've ever seen on a school T-shirt was stolen from this page. You know, every one of them, every one of these you've seen a million times on T-shirts, all stolen, unauthorized from Preston Blair. But will it fit? It used to be always sold at art supply stores, and it is too big for this. Okay. Did you show the guitars already?
I showed a guitar and then the ukulele. So.
Oh, cool. So we're like, it's like you don't know where to look. It's like there's content on both sides of the screen. This, I guess, is already sleeved because where I bought it, there these antique dealers, they cut pages out of Life and sell the individual pages. And I paid to get this movie ad with Hedy Lamarr. It's very surreal. And I've got that Hedy Lamarr wax figure, but it's already in plastics. And this is, you know who this is, guys? In chat, can you guess who this is? Go closer up. Try not to show her name. It shows them.
Yeah, place her.
It's comic related. She's known for a comic related property, or comic strip related. But the character also appeared in comic books of a science fiction fantasy bent. Is that nobody?
Did she do the voice of somebody, or?
Huh? She was the girlfriend of a famous character. That's got to narrow it way down. Plus the time period of that picture. science fiction, fantasy, girlfriend, old picture, narrows it down to Basil Orloff says Annie. What? Oh no. Okay. Now with the name, does that help? So much for her legacy.
That's unfortunate. She's a very beautiful woman.
But she usually has, in what we know, I could have sworn, I'm trying to remember, in the original comic strip, she was a brunette, but I think she was blonde in the actual film. Or was she? Maybe she was a brunette, and there's several. Anyway, it's Flash Gordon. It's Dale Arden from the Buster Crabbe serial. Unless I'm wrong, Gene Rogers, right?
So she was in that serial.
Yeah, where's my phone?
Excellent.
Hey Siri, who played Dale Arden in Flash Gordon, 1936?
Flash Gordon, Spaceship to the Unknown features Buster Crabbe, Gene Rogers, Charles Middleton, and others.
Yeah, that's anyway. That's Dale Arden.
Well, the camera should have been on her for that whole movie because she looked outstanding.
Yeah, here's Dick Clark, but that would make a cool mask.
Yeah. Sign me up.
It's his annual yearbook. This might be magazine size if I put it in like that. I think, let me see. Where's the magazine around here? How if I know? Oh, I cut this box apart when I was a kid, when I was making this model kit. By the way, that inflatable Enterprise did not stay inflated, so I've got to sink it in the kiddie pool again to see where another leak might be. I'm just sleeving everything. Here's a for school supplies, a folder for some hippie girl to use. That'd make a good background. Someone made a replica of this today. I bet it would sell. Yeah, it's for school supplies. Okay, now what is this? Oh, this is Susan Hayward. Susan Hayward. She's playing. Oh man, this hurts. Susan Hayward as Bathsheba. How do you the woman who kept the king from being a saint? From David and am I pronouncing the name right? Bathsheba. Anyway, you could hang this up in a church. It's biblical.
Yeah, it is.
Here's a 78 Mad calendar. Because it was their silver jubilee year, and I remember the first. It's all in order by time period, but it has this great ping pong. But as I remember, and it's got the
it's Ringo.
Ringo ad, but this is what I loved is the centerfold had all the issues of Mad up to the Charlie's Angels issue when this came out in 76, 77, I guess. What is all this stuff? Oh, stuff I accidentally brought in here. This won't fit in a magazine bag. The official 9/11 report. I can believe that's 20 years ago.
That's right. Any day now.
Yeah.
Like about 2.5 weeks.
And here is the, I think that's why Biden was rushing to get all that done before 9/11, the Afghanistan thing. So this is a, there's still a price tag on it. Well, luckily this price tag came right off without destroying the art on the back. It's what is this, a coloring? No, it's not a coloring book. It's a children's book. But it's printed on this kind of like linen type paper where it's made to be kid proof. And I don't know what year it's from. I would think the 50s. There's no date on it. Maybe late 40s. I got all kinds of stuff. But I need to save some to do the Monster Times. But speaking of monsters, these Universal Monsters frame tray things, I used to have them hanging on the wall. But until I do that again, I'm going to put these in these bags. Some kid on the back in the 60s wrote Puzzle 1. But
That was a biographer.
Oh shit, it's too big. Too big to fit. I was hoping these puzzles would work. That is a shame. They're pretty durable though. So if that doesn't fit, then these probably won't. This is what I was hoping would fit. The Jim Steranko History of Comics, which I got in 5th grade in 1975, 76. It's just very wordy. I mean, he spent a lot of time doing these. And just, it's almost, but I would need to get Life magazine bags, really, I think, is what I would need. Yeah, but I'll show you the other puzzles I was hoping to get in here.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is puzzle 3. What's that little stamp? There's a stamp on there. What does that say? Boys Town? Hold on. Get it just right. Can you guys read that? Because Boys Town, Nebraska, 1965. That's what it says on there. I don't know. Is that a postage stamp, Basil? You might know if you're still watching. Yeah, these need to be framed, is what needs to happen. A lot of things I need to do. I've got to get frames for all of your posters, Graphic Man, and then I've got to get frames for these puzzles. I've got to frame. I got to get Guandanaland books. At least my wife knows where to get like birthday and Christmas presents now.
You're going to need about 7 frames, counting the Richie Rich.
Well, I've already framed Combat with Sergeant Snorkel, but to do that, I had to take Flash Gordon out of a frame. So I've got to reframe that one that Captain Strangelove sent me. So I've got to get another frame for his. I just wanted Sergeant Snorkel framed when I did the interview with Milton Knight, but I don't think it ever showed up or it came up in discussion. This is a beautiful one. That, you know.
So they're not all just monsters.
Well, someday I'll have a space age themed room with rockets and aliens and some alternate timeline that probably will never happen, but who knows? Maybe it will. Here's Judy Jetson.
Excellent.
Writing a fan letter to Jet Screamer. Imagine the original art to this. I wonder if it exists out there somewhere. And this is a cool one. I mean, it's just amazing.
Wow, that's almost like Commander Cody, or I'm getting the names wrong.
Tom Corbett.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it really. Wait, what? It has something. What does it say? Rip Foster picture.
Yeah, Whitman. So Gold Key Whitman.
Rip Foster. Was there a Rip? I don't remember the name Rip Foster. I got to look that up. Rip Foster. You guys remember a Rip Foster? I wonder if Guadalajara has a Rip Foster. I bet he has to. You know what? When I bought that Raquel Welch National Enquirer, it was bagged in this because I bought it at a record store called 14 Records. The guy that ran the Mr. Ed fan club and the Tiny Tim fan club had a store, and I think he does now again. I think he's reopened his old store, but he also for a while he somewhere he found a whole stash of 60s National Enquirers, and he just put them into this. I didn't pay $20 for it, but that was its original price. It says Enquirer, September 18th, 1966, $20, do not open. Then it says Raquel Welch, deformed toddler, Brando fight, and beheaded killer. These are the highlights he put for people.
Beheaded killer. So some guy walking around with no head, he's killing people.
Yeah. Let's see. What a mess. When can I gotta clean this room, man. This is getting to be insane. What is this? Oh, here's more stuff that I got. What is this crap? Must be stuff from Free Comic Book Day. There was a real political comic that came out on Free Comic Book Day called On Tyranny. 20 Lessons from the 20th Century. How you know if you're living in tyranny. Beware of the one-party state. I think this is some book they're promoting.
Yeah, I agree. Beware of the one-party state.
Yeah, but there's no way it's
they're going to turn around.
Understand that let's see.
Sometimes they don't realize how ironic they are.
Yeah, I swear there was somewhere in here they show here's where they show their true colors. They've got a little caricature of Trump. But the price was right. I thought, well, it's free, so I will see what this is. Oh, and this was allergic. There's a comic book about allergies done in this horrible manga style. Here's I meant to show this on your stream the other night. It's some other company called Adventure Comics doing a strange sports stories. I was a teenage werewolf. It's obviously from the 90s when they gave you free little cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, I opened up those watercolor books earlier. I want to show you something. You might remember this from your past.
oh yeah, I remember that. But to me, that's not used anymore. That's an old style. What is that, from the 80s?
Probably.
I got these Robert Bell bags in the other room that are actually, Captain Strangeliffe sent me some that are back behind me somewhere. But yeah, this must be an early ad for Spawn in here. Maybe that makes this comic valuable to some idiot somewhere. It looks pretty awful. And I guess Disney didn't copyright the Strange Sports deal, but I don't know. Apparently not. Oh, and here's some things I picked up. Looks like I accidentally picked up this Captain America comic twice. This Ed Brubaker thing. I have this. I swear I have this, but I picked it up because it was cheap. It's this Conan when they did the parody of the Go-Go checks, because it was like assistant editor month or something.
I never cared for assistant editor month. Some guys did, but it's like, for a whole month, we're not going to take things serious, and you, the comic reader, too bad. We're just going to have some fun at your expense. Keep paying 60 cents to 75 cents for each issue.
I don't know if they messed up the interior on this. If that's all they did to Conan, it's actually not that obnoxious just to put Go-Go checks on a Marvel comic. That actually is kind of cool. It looks like the interior is a pretty straight. Well, no, it isn't. It starts with Caesar's commentaries on the Gallic Wars, but that's just a joke. It goes on to just be a regular story on the next page. So they didn't mess it up too much. It's just
like the worst one was Marvel 2-in-1 starring The Thing, or maybe it was The Thing. By that time, it was The Thing.
Yeah.
And some guy with ridiculous shoes is standing on Thing's head.
Oh, Obnoxio the Clown or something, or Four-ish Man.
Later in the book, you see The Thing is actually reading the book, and he's getting mad that it's the assistant editor's month.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to run down to Marvel Studios, and I'm sure they thought, "Oh, look at us, we're Mad Magazine," but
yeah, I don't know.
Quite the critic, I guess.
There's a early Killer Shark, or whatever the fuck he's called. King Shark.
Better pull that trigger.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know what it was. I mean, apparently this movie, The Suicide Squad, is considered to be a major bomb because people didn't pay to go into a theater during a pandemic. And then they judge the whether it's a bomb or not by box office gross when they're showing it for free, basically on HBO. Yeah, it's not going to make much money, but I think at some point people are going to see it. It's going to, I guess, get bootlegged and get out there, and people are going to realize it really is pretty great. I think, but I think it might be hard for some people to take because it's literally Saving Private Ryan kind of level violence. And then there's stuff in there, the more I think about it, that's kind of twisted. And then you wonder, well, James Gunn and his history on Twitter, like why are there close-ups of Peacemaker's crotch wearing a little white underwear, and why are there shots of one of the main characters cleaning the drains in a prison bathroom, and there's all this that I don't want to talk about what he's cleaning, and it's like, why are you showing us this? We know it's a rough job cleaning the bathrooms of a prison. You don't need to show that substance. And but anyway, but he seems to want to get into the and then Peacemaker saying, well, isn't and it was in the commercial, isn't starfish another nickname for butthole or something? And it's like, well, that's not even a funny joke. It's like, but anyway, I think it's a great movie despite that. I picked this up even though I've got the what do you call it, the color DC archive, whatever you call it. This is the black and white manga style thick phone book thing, but this has a lot more in it. And I saw on Amazon, this is going for like $90. It must be out of print or something. What is over here? I just keep finding stuff.
Well, Grot, it's been great. I always love coming on your channel, but I'm going to back out here.
Yeah, I need to get out of here in a second too.
About 4 o'clock, and I hope you get to find what you guys need.
Yeah, thank you. I think I probably need to run and take her to the eye doctor before. It
was a pleasure. Everything to do, and so this was great. Got to show bass guitar and a ukulele. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun, and yeah, I'm gonna probably ring off here. Yeah, there's nothing of consequence there either. So yeah, let's see how many people are watching. 9 people. All right, well, Graphic Man, Wednesday night is what is your show on Wednesday about?
Just about everything. And
okay.
Captain Strange Life. I think Gold Key Geezer will make a little appearance. The usual cast of characters, and whatever you could find that's interesting, bring it. So,
okay, sounds cool. I'll be a little late, but I'll be there. So take care.
All right, thanks, guys.
I'm gonna take a look at the chat over here and see what people have been talking about. This, let's see. Oh, yeah. I've been ignoring all this, guys. I don't look at the chat very much when I'm doing a show. Let's see. Dr. Silverage said I would come on, but I've got to leave in 10 minutes to pick up my son. Maybe later if the stream is still going when I get back. Greta says, I love all the doggies. Man, I love Ren 1010, says Basil. I might hijack him. Dr. Silverage, get my new glasses. The option of spinning this pain. Yeah, that was 317. Yeah, I'm going to come down in a second. I love Donald Duck, says my wife. I remember painting those. Okay, so that's when he was showing that. I totally understand, Greta. LOL. Gotta have priorities, right? I need to get some new glasses myself, come to think of it. I do too. I'm sick of looking like a serial killer. LOL. G-Man. Wish my comics were as readily accessible as yours, LOL. Eric says, well, maybe if you'd clean your room, young man. AIDS were delicious chocolate weight loss treats. Yeah, I remember those advertised all the time. Late night radio. I think Disney stuff. Yummy AIDS. Most of my comics are in the basement. My computer's not in the comic book area that I showed in my comic room tour. So I'm like Dr. Silverage. Eric Brain's got baseballs going there. Let's see, very nice. Let's just go look. I need to buy eggs anyway. What? Okay, so we'll get eggs and we'll get your glasses. I haven't seen sheet music since guitar class in 1985. LOL. Might be able to stumble through it, but I doubt it. Cool. Now that Greta mentioned glasses, I have the Gold Key comic that had the adaptation of The Man with the X-Ray Eyes. I don't know if Doc has that issue. And Dr. So Rage says, gotta go get my son, catch y'all later. Wolverton was great. August says, Spinner's first space, because remember when Gary Owens came on the Carson show. August, I'll have to see if I can bring that up on YouTube. It might be. I invited, what? Come on. I invited a new friend. Nice Fender. Is it a USS? US. It really floored me when Gary Owens did the voice in person. Nice guitar is not as nice as Gratu's. Meyer says, classic boy trapped in refrigerator eats on foot. What make was the acoustic? Squire Fender. Graphic Man says, Ellen. They must be trying to guess who Gene Rogers was. Annie, nice. Burns, spinner rack. My guitar is ridiculous too. What's her name? It was Gene Rogers. We got rubber cement. We should do it. Flower. What? We should do it. Flower power is in. You don't realize how painful it is. It's like carpal tunnel just to tap. The school folder that Gratu showed looks like Yellow Submarine. Yes, it did. And I'm back. What are we doing? 3:41. That was not that long ago. What did you eat? Says Greta. I'm off to the gym and then a barbecue party. Have a good evening, everyone. Boy, that sounds fun. Sounds good. Go in the sauna for us all. Pork steaks on the grill. Nice. Where I lost my place. Boy, people talk a lot on here. Paulo, August says to Paulo, thanks for the answer about the Saturn's rings issue. And my home is a natural sauna, so I can sweat them off. And then he says, hey, August. And Stephen Goodwin says, I had the Friendly Animals when I was a kid, early 60s. Those Stranko books need reprinting, yeah. I was telling Spinner Rack about the sauna because he's going to the gym. Paula, since you know about the Strange Adventures issue, do you collect that title? No, what? Come on. No, I don't get after old comics. It would be too expensive to import comic by comic to my country. It's easier to buy collections. I don't have any Strange Adventures collection, though. I do have a collection of old Rip Hunter comics. Collected editions, I mean. I'm all about the trade paperbacks. The Rip Hunter reprints, those are the ones in black and white, right? Yep, Showcase Presents. It was pretty good. It's how I ended up reading Classic Legion of Superheroes. I also have the Warlord. Didn't get around to buying the Challengers of the Unknown. Those Challengers are reprinted in Showcase too. Now that you mention the Legion, I really think it was better than Guardians of the Galaxy because of the sheer variety of aliens. There was a Showcase that they canceled, and I'm not sure was reoffered. The one with the Great Disaster, reprinting Atomic Knights and Hercules Unbound, among others. Free toilet paper for the homeless. What? What are you talking about? Guardians of the Galaxy was a different beast. It was never meant to compete with Legion because it was created by Arnold Drake. Guardians of the Galaxy was more Doom Patrol and the future in space. Yeah, okay, so you're talking about the original Guardians of the Galaxy. To answer Greta, I still have an overabundance of toilet paper from when I bought it at the beginning of the pandemic. I was referring to that free comic. Oh, the one about allergies? I wish I could afford this European toilet paper that comes in bright, solid colors. You mean that comic is that bad, Greta? Yeah. Haha. The one I showed about tyranny, yeah. Or the free comics, at least Zorro was good. Yeah, the Zorro one was good. Right on. When I mentioned the eggs, I meant we can look in Walmart for the monster cereals. Oh, yes. Okay. Now it all comes together. So 4:05, we have 2 hours, 1 hour and 55 minutes until Donald Trump. That is enough time to get my wife's glasses. I'll have her appear on the next episode so you can see what these glasses look like, and she can put on the old ones and you can see what it looked like before and after. And we're going to go check to see if we can find monster cereals. I guess we got enough money for that. And eggs. And maybe a Coca-Cola. But the only thing I could say that's good is I don't have a headache right now, but this is not feeling too good. So I'm not going to want to do a whole lot of driving. So, fantastic. Whatever. What's going on the phone? Okay. Well, so with that, I will be seeing you guys. I have some other stuff to show you. I just don't feel like it right now. Actually, there's stuff up here. Look at this. The Undertaker, #1. This stuff I showed on Graphic Man's stream on Wednesday night. But if you only watch this channel, you haven't seen it yet. It's free comic book day crap. What the frickin' hell? Yeah, there was oh yeah, I got this the other day. This Charlton issue of Attack. You cannot defeat me, you fools. My island will withstand any kind of attack. Move up, men. This is Kamayoto's last stand. See the excellent artwork there. Very white pages for Charlton from the 70s. Oh, look at this. A different kind of ad. What am I doing? I'm killing my neck. There's Grimm's Ghost Stories. Only in death could he be with his ghostly love. Boris Karloff. Tales of Mystery. Earth to Star Lab. Why don't you answer? Reminds me of the green slime. Boris Karloff's Tales of Mystery. Another Grimm's Ghost Stories. This will cool you off, you hot-headed hooky player. Oh, he's playing hooky from his devil school. You know, there was never a Hot Stuff cartoon. Can you believe that? Someone needs to fix that and do it right. Look at this. It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's so easy to make a Super Sunday appear. Making it disappear is something else. April 16th, 1975. I love date stamps. That's 4 days before I turned 10 years old. April 20th is my birthday. Class of 76. Yeah. about that. You die, Amerikaner. No, he is not your enemy. He is your father. They used to send you this with a subscription where you could learn to be a comic book artist and writer and letterer, actually. Oh, you know something? See this? You will be a master of self-defense once you've completed. Ooh, look at that. Look at this nice Charlton printing. Look how that printing is just rubbed right off. But look, that record there, our long playing 12-inch 30. Wonder if that record's on YouTube is what I'm thinking. What is the name of this company that you order from here? Oh, magnifying glass. Atomic magnifying glass. Dumaru Incorporated. Yes, this is for me. Rush me your complete audio-visual home study course in dynamic kung fu and karate. I enclose $4.98 plus 50 cents for postage and handling, totaling $5.48 as payment in full. I understand that this course was designed to teach me how to use kung fu and karate to defend myself. I promise never to use these techniques as an aggressor. Send cash, check, or money order to Demaru Incorporated, Department CH1, 667 Madison Avenue, New York, New York. Yeah. Complete picture lessons instructor Toyotaro Miyazaki. My wife is saying the dog has her trapped on the couch. The dog falls asleep and traps us on the couch, and then if we wake her up, she thinks we might be some aggressor and is ready to kill us. She's all snuggled up all lovingly, but she's awakened. It's like, let's see. I'm going to look up this instructor. I got to get downstairs. What am I doing? Toyotaro. I've opened up another window when I'm typing into YouTube. Miyazaki. Where are you? Okay. God damn it. I hate this. Oh, did you hear that the Street Fighter passed away? What was his name? The guy that played the Street Fighter in the 70s. He died, I think, yesterday or the day before. He was 82. Yeah, okay. This is the guy that, let me share real quick. Share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Toyotaro Miyazaki. Okay, so this is the guy, that ad in that Charlton War comic. This is the guy that was an instructor in Flushing. Hey, are any of you guys in Long Island? I think one of the regular viewers is in Long Island. I hope I've heard about the hurricane. I hope everyone's, we've got you in our prayers. I don't like these hurricanes, man. Okay, we want that record. Shut up. I didn't mean to click on that. Record. Unfortunately, someone that draws Dragon Ball Z shit has a similar name to our hero here.
You there, Ann?
Kung Fu, Kung Fun, Kung Fu Lessons record. Nothing. 1970s. What the fucking hell was that? Kung Fu. Let's try 33 RPM. Record 1970s. Well, I don't think this is going to be successful. So I'm off to get glasses for my wife and to go to Walmart. So be seeing you. Make sure you watch Donald Trump in Alabama at 6 o'clock p.m. Central in broadcast.